Hello there, this is Ron Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Nuances regarding the select non-select model. Yeah. Now, as people who are familiar with my work, I talk about how women divide men into two general groups, select and non-select men. But it's not like a concrete thing. It is like plenty of differences in perception and things like that with the different groups of men. And I've talked about this in past videos, and I've also talked about how a man can be select with one group of women but non-select with another group of women. I wanted to really get into many of the nuances because, I have quite a few men who hit me up privately and tell me how they know that they're non-select. And sometimes, you detect a note of defeat in either the communication, the voice, or anything like that. But the thing is, there's a lot of it's not the end of the world because, like I said in a past video, just because a man might be select with one group of women, he just had to find who he select with. I mean, really, it's just that simple. I mean, if the man has to travel or change cities, whatever he has to do. But there's still like a lot of nuances. Like, believe it or not, a man who is ranked solidly select, even by some of the women he interact with, can still face the dreaded friend zone. Being select isn't an automatic, get out of jail free card. Because what you have some women, particularly like high maintenance women, like very attractive women, those 92 and really 100 octane women. They can put, the good bars and the masked men, the select guys, into the friend zone. Because you have some women at such a level where, they can enforce, they don't have to deal with like men they consider non-select at all. But then when they get to that high level, where they can have just, muscle men, pretty boys, rich men around them, they're going to put some of them into the friend zone. So they'll definitely find that out. Select men will definitely find that out. And really also, too, being select really just means you get more chances at women. It doesn't mean happily ever after. Select men go through divorce. They get cheated on. Women, they deal with a woman long enough and all of a sudden the woman puts them into the non-select category. So, I mean, that's a nuance right there. It's not, a man, no matter where he is, still has to work. And another thing I wanted to say, and this is what I really wanted to emphasize today. If a man is non-select, he still gets sex and he still gets married. The only thing that really separates the select and non-select is the quality of the sex. Let me say that again. The only thing that separates select men from non-select men is the quality of the sex. Like, if a man is select, when that woman, she going to deep throat him, she going to come off that chandelier, she going to reverse cowboy, she going to do whatever. If dude says, hey, well, I don't like that example, but, this guy's the limit. He's going to get it. You know what? A couple hours in the morning, he still gets that morning sex. Plus he gets, she'll get up and cook, even if she can't cook. Basically, she's going to treat, the thing is, a woman will treat that select man better. And that's the real difference. Now, that same woman with a non-select man, he ain't getting he ain't getting the full course. He's not getting it. He's not gonna get everything. You know, she'll come up with whatever reason not to give him a blowjob, or if she does, it'll be like on a special occasion, like his birthday. She's she ain't going to shop at Victoria's Secrets. She ain't doing anything wild. In all likelihood, she's just going to lay there and let the man do his business. See, sometimes you get some men, and I'm saying that because sometimes you get some men and, they walking out in public with their women and all of that. And, well, I'm married and all of that. And sometimes they don't know any better. So you get some guys, they think once a week sex is normal. But, nah, you still non-select, man. And, another way, too, is how, she just, is she listening to his ideas, or he's just somebody in the house with her? Or is it just a case where she's just running everything? Because there's a lot of guys, like I said, there's a lot of guys that get married and stuff. They get married to these women. But the women basically settling for them. I mean, I'm going to just, look, a lot of what I talk about is just from experience and what women have told me. Because I'm going to make it clear, women are brutally honest with me. I don't know what it is. But they tell me stuff I'm not trying to hear. And you just like, damn, really? Did you really need to share what you just shared? Did you really need to share your, you voluntarily getting a train run on you? And I've said that to women, man. You'd be surprised. Some of y'all dudes who don't really get to see that side of woman, I mean, like a lot of y'all think y'all see a woman's nature. Like, no, you see the outside, because some of the shit that y'all don't see, please, y'all be like, damn, because that's one thing. If you deal with enough women, intimately, or just know them, you find out what a lot of men think they know. They really don't. That's why I talk about stuff like women cheating and stuff, and how easily they do it, and a lot of this stuff. But let me get back to this whole thing with the nuances and stuff. So you get that issue. But like I said, now here's an very interesting nuance. A man could be non-select and still have a high sex count. Now I know somebody is thinking, wait a minute, that goes against not only what a person might believe, especially a non-select guy, because he hasn't personally experienced that, but what they saying all over the manosphere, and in all the circles, all the groups, all the factions. But actually, a non-select, because I'm gonna tell you how it works. And this is like specifically with those guys I label gamesmen, because that's just it. They got game. It's like, nah, they ain't. They don't get that handsome, that handsome look of Mr. Goodbar, or that charisma, that X factor. And they don't have that money and status like the masked man. But you get some guys out there who really got good game. Because I know some people try to deny game, but game, my thing with game is it's not really taught on the internet. A lot of stuff taught is like, we can call it game and stuff, but really, real game is really just being able to, be in the situation you in and know what to do. Especially being able to read women, check out some of Warren B's videos. I'm gonna give him a shout out, because he's giving some real game that people could use. Especially, he just did a video on how women choose a man. Because I was just like, oh, okay. And, I talk about it too. But, sometimes people hear something from me and don't accept it. But then they'll hear from somebody else who can say basically the same thing and they accept it. I don't mind that. That's just how life is. But a dude can be non-select and still have a high sex count. Now, people will say, why? Because think about a video I did a while ago, and it was a tribute to this author from the DC area named Russell Price. and he did this book. You might not have a woman if. And I know I've had some people hit me up privately, trying to ask if that dude would like put the book out again. I don't know. He too busy. I don't think he want to put out anything that's pissing off women. No disrespect to him, but in that book, one of the things he talked about was a man being in a slot or a position, right? A position, the guy, he get full access, he get that meal, he get the good sex. A slot, he only get a few hours out of a woman's day, or maybe one day a week or something. A lot of men don't know what, a lot of people think they're in a slot and they're in a position. Now, how that apply to a gamesman, non-select dude, right? Some guys know, they smart, they know from early age. It's like, hold up, I ain't gonna get a woman on this or that, so I gotta find my openings. A really good gamesman who's really good at finding openings, he can get a lot of women because, one, he know he ain't the number one guy, and he's cool with it. He knows he can't, she might not drop those panties on the first hour or so, like she might for like a more select guy. He cool with that. He the type, he can go over her house, right? They sitting there chilling. He was like, what? He start kissing on a little bit. He might get as far as her breast, right? He cool with that though. He just putting it in time. Next time, another woman might, let him eat the pussy, but don't give him none, right? He's cool with that. Now, before somebody call that dude a simp or something, it's like, nah, he just marinating because he's doing this with about 4 or 5 women at the same time, all in a different state. Now, he's smart. He already know. Hey, look, he don't have to spend no money on them or anything like that. Think about it now. He just there, just because she can't get the men she want. But the thing about women, they still need dick. He knows that. He knows, he knows she ain't fantasizing about having his last name and don't want to drop a baby by him. But like I said, you get some dudes out there that cool with that. Because quite frankly, they ain't trying to get married or anything. So it's like, shoot, they get it where they can. Some of them will play that numbers game. Like, I know this one dude, generally non-select, but he was hitting like several women within this social group with the same fucking line. But it succeeded with one of the women, and he basically turned her out. Because a very big nuance between select and non-select. The select men do is get the woman more aroused just through her imagination. They're not necessarily good in bed. And I'm just going off of what women have told me. They said they like dealt with some dude they thought was like, had it going on, and it was like, but they just got more aroused in the first place. But then, after they dealt with him, they like, damn, this dude don't got no damn stroke or anything. But then you get some of these non-select dudes, and these dudes be making a woman come and shit just with a finger. You be like looking at them and stuff. He's like, women ain't gonna choose them mainly, but they get in with some of those women, and then they got all the tricks. And see a good, and that's really, and I've said that before, the real equalizer is sex skills anyway. And so you get some guys, like I say, they generally non-select though. And it's not even just, for whatever reason, but they know how to still get theirs. To the point they might even come off as select, but they're really not. Because a woman ain't trying to be seen with him. And he's only in a slot. So, and those are just a few of the nuances. But one of the things just to get out of it is not whatever side of the line that you're on as a man, you still always want to self-improve, no matter what. Because people on both sides, like I said, can be friend zoned. Can be rejected, can be divorced, can be kicked to the curb by a woman. That's just how it is. So anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.